Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I missed you. So, I was away last week traveling, and now I'm back. I'm so happy to be here with my friends. Okay, if you're here, say hi in the comments. I want to make sure the volume is good. Let me just center myself. Open my core. My chakras are opened. I call upon the powers of heaven, powers of the universe. I call upon the Tarot Masters and the light, all those that can help with this reading for this Wisdom Wednesday and our community that gathers. Please come in and serve us. Let me be a clear channel. Okay, Elaine, welcome. Can you make it? Can you make it? I'm reading, I made it. Can you hear me? How's the volume? Is the volume okay? Okay. Hey, Tracy. How's the volume? Do I need my headset? Okay. Good morning, good morning. I hear you loud and clear. Good, good, good. Thank you so much. That's so helpful. All right. So, I am back from my travels. Got a really good night of sleep. I was tired. So, I'm so happy to be here with you guys. I missed you last week. So, let's see. I know the cards. I was, this morning as I was preparing, I was like, which cards want to speak? And I have my Sarah McKnight cards want to speak. And also our Sacred Destiny with Denise Lim. These are the Oracle cards. I'm going to begin with shuffling them. And let's see what the theme is. The Oracle cards will bring a theme to us that our cards, this reading, will circle around and dive into. So the Oracle cards are the overarching theme, and then the Tarot will get into the nuance, the weeds of the reading. So let's see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know today? Please guide us, help us in our life. What do we need to know? This group that is attending. So, Elaine, how's your volume? Tracy can hear loud and clear. So how's your volume? Check your computer, see how your volume is, and then let me know. Okay. And so funny. And then these crystals. Now I have two sets. I have a few sets of crystals that I read with. I have these, and then I have these. And these are the ones that really wanted to speak today. So they're going to assist us also. Elaine, how's the volume now? Is it any better? Tracy, are you still good? Okay. I'm going to plug this in anyway, because maybe, hey, okay, all right. All right, this is the best, Tracy said, the best that she's ever heard me come in. Okay, is that any better, Elaine, now that I've using the headset? Okay, my volume is up, so it might be on your end. You know, and sometimes you wonder, the computers, the age of the computer. Now you can, but it's low. Okay, so I've opened myself, I've done my prayers, just, Spirit, please come in with one voice so that it's easy to understand. Collaborate and come in with one voice, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So Tracy can hear. It's even better. So, okay. Good to know. The headset does seem to improve. I just don't like its look, so that's my problem. That's a me problem. Okay, so what do we need to know? What is the overarching theme today? Let's see which card called. This one is popping right out. Wonders. Okay. Here we have the card that is the overarching card. Look at this beautiful card. Wonders. And here we have, so funny, because this crystal, both of them, want to speak today. Okay. So here we have the overarching wonders. Okay. And now, what do these cards need to tell us about this theme, wonders? And how is this going to help? Please help us with understanding what we need to know. Okay. So here we have the deck that we're using. Help us understand. What do we need to know today? Okay, everybody, your focus on what do we need to know today. We do this together. So these cards, that was a big shift. Thank you. I could feel your energy just shift and support this reading. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful that we do this together, even though we may be in different locations. So we're going to pick out 3 cards. What's happening now? Where are we now? The past, the future. Okay. Okay. So the cards are beginning to speak already. So this is where we are right now. The Ace of Coins. Where we were and where we're going. Where we were, where we're going. So, let's see. Okay. Is everybody ready? Okay. All right. Here we we go. So, okay, they're asking me to pick up the crystals, so I am. Okay, one voice, please. So right away, the message that is coming, which initially I waited because I was like, really? Um, and these crystals are talking about what a wondrous life this is. And the crystals are reminding me, focus on the light. Initially, my resistance was, well, this is a wondrous life. And I'm like, but there's so many challenges right now, really? And they're like, focus on the light, focus on the wonder, focus on the miracles that exist around us. And so this message is for all of us. We can feel overwhelmed, overstimulated, confused by the outside disturbances in the force. And these crystals are reminding us, these tarot masters are reminding us that the light exists. The light exists. Where we focus is where our attention goes, creates our reality. And so now is a time of a grand awakening. And if you're here, you're probably feeling it too. Something is happening. There's a shift occurring. The light is spreading out into the darkness. And so the old guard is in their death throes, and now is the time to really focus on the life, the wonders, the miracles that surround you. And I'm hearing that abound you, like, and that is the word that they're using, abound. Uh, um, there is the light is expanding, and the darkness the cancer that has risen is um, coming to the surface. This cancer needs to be um, expressed from the expressed from the global consciousness that exists. And so it's disgusting, it stinks, it's gnarly and saturated. And so it will appear to grow as it is expressed from the depths of this global consciousness. And so the healing that is occurring is can feel overwhelming if we think this is reality. And we're being asked to awaken, to step into our highest selves. So this is a a Christ consciousness, an awakening of the Christ consciousness within each of us. Each of us is responsible for ourselves. So your healing, my healing, is imperative today. To clean the vessel, to purify our vessel, to rise above the ordinary, to rise above into the extraordinary. The the way through this is our own personal healing. All the things that we think we are. Our opinions, our judgments, clog the drain of our existence. And we're being asked to let go, to step into our next iteration of ourselves. That will only happen. We can stay in this worldly existence, or we can rise above. Now, we do have, each of us has a spiritual team, so you're not alone. We are not alone in this world. We have the whole of heaven, the whole of earth. These are the sacred beings that are here to assist us into this next iteration. And so, by focusing on our healing, whether it's energy healing, therapy, a combination, our physical health, our emotional health, our mental health, our spiritual health, all that is a vast conglomeration of who we are. We are more than this physical body. And so each of us is being awakened, and the tension, the stress of that, the more uncomfortable you are, is an indicator of asking for help to get to the next level, to get to the next level. Our resistance to the light is futile. The light is here to push us, to support us into our next greatest self. And so your discomfort at this time, this is highlighted. Your discomfort at this time, even though you think it's the world around you, it's that you are no longer fitting into that old world. And this is an indicator that healing is needed to get you to the next level, onto your next level of your higher self. And it's not that there's nothing wrong with you. This is God, Tankishala, Yahweh, Adonai, Creator, Allah, Universe, Energy, whatever name you use. These are forces greater than us. We are held in the bosom of the Creator and loved beyond reproach, loved beyond our comprehension, the limited mind. And this was an agreement before we even came on the planet that we would be granted this great opportunity to become our higher self. So each of us came in with a plan, and now is the time where we are each being asked to, again, to step into the light of our becoming. So if you're uncomfortable, it's an indicator that your healing, your next step, is right before you. There's nothing wrong with you. This is the indicator that the light is here to serve you, to help you move into your greater self. So whether it's physical health, emotional, mental, spiritual, if you're uncomfortable, step into the light, and healing work is needed. So energy healing is really valuable at this time, because when you change the energy, your story changes. Therapy is going to be really helpful for many, just to have the sounding board, the love, the validation, to move forward out of fear and more into your central core of who you really are. Spiritual teachings are going to be really helpful as your energy body is shifting, and you are stepping into this new form, this new container that you're creating, learning how to manage the energies that are flowing through you, within you, without you, and so that you're able to navigate this new light body that you are creating. These are very hopeful and exciting times. My hand has gone completely numb. Crazy. Oh, the energy coming through. Oh, oh my goodness. So, how's this hitting for you guys? Does this resonate? Okay. All right. So, that was intense. So here we are in the age of coins. So we began with the Page of Wands, right? The page beginning a journey of fire, right? So we began this journey in fire, and we are moving through this physical world of coins. The coins represent the pentagram, the earth, our careers, our livelihood, who we are. And this all supports what the crystals were talking about. This is a time of our abundant life coming to fruition for us. It's really a time of great change. And the Page of Wands reminds us that we are in charge of, we choose our destiny. So, and we are moving into the balance of who we are, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We become the lovers of ourselves and those around us. There is no more time the time of separation is coming. One second. The time of separation is ending. the time, so this reaffirms our own personal healing work, that we dive into our own personal healing work so that we can merge with ourselves, merge with the divine, and become more and more who we are, the lovers of ourself, and those around us become the love that is promised to us from the divine, free of judgment and opinion. You know, God, whatever name we use, loves us, adores us, and we are being thrust into the time of this great change so that we can truly become like the divine, become the creators of our own world, the gods of our own world. We don't become the God, but we become gods of our own world. We become the light, the balanced light, the light that the love flows through us and flows out into the world. Okay, the crystals want to speak again, so let's get them on board. And I'm just seeing the earth floating in space. The more of us that are doing this, our own personal healing, becoming our higher selves, allowing this new container to be built, stepping into this new way, um, becoming, we are spiritual beings having a physical existence, and now we are being asked to raise our vibration, let go of the denseness, illusions, um, I'm hearing hypnotic fog that surrounds us, and we focus on the light. This is how we break through this hypnotic fog and to see and become more of the divine. As each of us agrees, all it requires is a yes, and then the pieces will fall in front of you. So it's your intention, my intention, that we say yes to God, yes to the light, and that then the pieces, with our agreement, with our will, the pieces of light become like stepping stones that light up, that fall in front of us and light up. And so we begin paying attention, seeing the wonders, the miracles that fall before us, and our next step is right there. And then we say yes, and our next step is right there. And we say yes, and our next step is right there. And so it is with faith, a leap of faith, that we just continue to say yes to our own healing, so that we can step in agreement with the light and move forward. As this happens, as our own healing occurs, and it can feel like a bumpy ride until we let go and just start trusting God, have our focus on the divine once again, instead of the illusions that are trying to draw our attention. Focus on the light, focus on the next step, have faith, and focus on the Creator once again. When you do this, you'll begin seeing the wonders before you. The steps will come, they will light up, and you say yes and move, and yes and move. And so this is the faith of a mustard seed. This is all. This was told to us long ago. All we need is the faith of a mustard seed. The seeds have been given to us all along by all of the great masters, not just the Christ, but Buddha, Allah, Creator, Tankeshila, like the masters, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo Calf Woman, like the masters from there is no division. They're all here to help us in our becoming. And so keep saying yes. If you are in pain or struggling, say yes and get healing work. This does not, don't stay in the muck. There's no reason to continue suffering. That is a choice too. Like healing work, when you change your energy, the story changes. Many of you will benefit the healing work that is coming up, that will benefit many of you, all of you. All of you hearing this is balancing your energy systems, activating your superpowers with a higher self-activation, etheric surgery. Pull the trauma, the illusions out. It will free up your mind, your heart. This is not, all of the pieces have been given to us for our ascension, for these times. So reach out. It doesn't, what I'm hearing is it doesn't have to, suffering can be minimized greatly. Now suffering, there is an alchemical process. So we are not here to eliminate and not to feel. We are not here just to be happy. That is an illusion. Happiness, our a more sustainable, I'm hearing sustainable goal is peace. So when life gets challenging, you're not doing something wrong. It's just another stage that's coming to be released. If life is exciting and happy, great. But life is a wave. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So this is to focus on happiness as your goal will create pain, because life is a wave. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So you're not doing anything wrong. When things are easy and pleasant, great. But when they're challenging, we can get to a place where we can be okay also. So it's really about not having the attachment. This is the teaching of the great Buddha, that suffering is the root. What is it? Attachment is the root of our suffering. So not to be attached. Pay attention when life is a challenge. That just might be another layer. Oh, okay. This is when I need to call. I might need a salt bath. I might need to meditate. I might need to go into the woods For a walk, I might need to do yoga. I might need to see my therapist. I might need to see my energy healer. Like, you have pay attention to the tools. Maybe you need sleep. Maybe you need um, hugs. Maybe you need to be with friends. Maybe you need to be more creative. So here we begin collecting our own apothecary of tools that will support us in the waves of the light, right? And then you can pull out the tools that you need. But it is an illusion to just that you're not doing anything wrong if you're not happy all the time. That is sometimes like sometimes we need a deep cathartic cry. Sometimes we need to go through the letting go, the releasing of old traumas so that that void can then be filled with the light. So the message is you're not doing something wrong if you're a completely feeling human being. One of the gifts of the divine is our emotions. And so they're here as teachers, as markers, to help guide us through this world. So to focus on one, that we should only be one, is short-sighted. There's nothing wrong with you. The Creator made you perfectly. And so you will have a full array of emotions. And by exploring them, you begin welcoming them and asking for their help. What do you need to know? Why this fear? What is it telling me? Well, it might be telling you to pay attention, that something is in front of you that doesn't feel kosher, right? That you're using your discernment. Pay attention. Warning, warning, warning. Your fear may also be a trigger to a generational or a childhood or recent trauma, and that needs to be looked at and addressed and nurtured and held and transformed. So our emotions are really important, and these are the tools that are going to help you navigate through the storm that we are in right now. You are held and loved by the divine, and all of heaven is here in service to you. So ask, slow down, meditate, journal. Slow down and begin listening to the whisperings of your soul. The soul whispers very quietly. The mind that contains the lower mind, that contains the ego, is very loud. And so the healing work, the walks in nature, the therapy, the journaling, all the things, the creativity, if you'll notice that they put you into more of a altered consciousness so that you can hear the soul. And if you are not aware or you're not sure, come in for a meditation, come in for a healing. I'll gladly show you. We do this, we walk this path together. You're not alone. You are really good at what you do. And so, you know, focus on you. Peel away the things that are not you so that you can shine that beautiful light, your gift that you have to share with the world. clearly, cleanly, fully. We all do this together. Each of us has a purpose. And I can feel like some of you are like, I don't know. And the resistance comes up right away. And yeah, breathe. Just breathe into that. It's okay. This is where healing work comes in really handy. Come and let's clear the things that are not you so that you can hear, so that you don't resist the light, so you don't have to suffering. We can minimize that and find out more and more of who you really are. It's all possible. And it's fun. I'm just feeling the resistance, just saying like we all do this. You do have a purpose. We'll do this together. You don't have to know everything. And I can feel the energy just dissipate. And we can do this by hugging each other and cheering each other on. Like, we got this. All you have to do is say yes. Remember, it is simply a leap of faith. Say yes. Yes to possibilities. Yes to hope. Yes, I'm afraid. I'm finding out that I have trust issues. I don't know. Like all the things, just say, start speaking, speak to your spiritual team. Yes, I'm afraid. Yes, I don't know. Yes, I'll say yes, but I don't know. I don't know. And those steps, the promise is the steps will be put before you. They are before you. They will begin lighting up before you. The steps are already there. The promise is already there. We got you. You are loved. You are held. Just say yes. Wow. That's kind of wild. So, how are you guys doing? Hey, Wendy. So, anybody else here? Does anybody have any questions about that reading while I'm still in that energy? Okay. Well, that was a wild reading. I'll have to listen to it again. It was so high, such high energy. And I have to listen to it again because I was just swept away in the zone. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Have a great day.